Hello, everybody. In 2015, a man in Traverse City, Michigan underwent a Roux-en-Y gastric bypass procedure. Though a fairly common procedure, it does carry its own risks. The patient, Carl Thompson, suffered several complications during the surgery, which included vomiting, respiratory failure, a hernia, a strangulated bowel, and a bowel perforation, which is ultimately what led to his malpractice lawsuit. Thompson's surgeon failed to screen him for sleep apnea, which he did indeed have. If Thompson's surgeon had done so, he would have probably chosen to perform a sleeve gastrectomy. Yes, which is a safer procedure for patients who suffer from sleep apnea. Thompson again suffered another bowel perforation in 2018, which Thompson's attorneys claim would have not occurred again had it not been for the first perforation earlier in 2015. Due to the second perforation, Thompson was not able to undergo leukemia treatment, which he later died from in 2018. Although it seemed to be a complicated case, I believe the fault and responsibility lies with the surgeon who performed the bypass surgery on Thompson. It is the surgeon's responsibility to understand and screen all patients for possible complications such as sleep apnea. I can't believe that as a physician, the surgeon did not recognize obstructive sleep apnea as a possible undiagnosed illness for Thompson, who was indeed obese. It has been reported that obstructive sleep apnea is present in 78% of obese patients undergoing bariatric surgery. So that tells you how common it is. So I find it mind-boggling that he wouldn't think that this would be a necessary test for him. I believe that patients have a responsibility to advocate for themselves, to ask questions, and to understand all associated risks for any medical treatments. I don't think that he would have been aware, Thompson, for any complications or increased risk of complications due to sleep apnea if having the surgery if he wasn't tested for it. I think if he would have known, like most people, he probably wouldn't have chosen to go through with the procedure. I do not expect patients to foresee all preoperative medical testing needed to ensure their medical safety. If a patient is unaware of a heart condition, a surgeon does not get the green light to bypass all accountability for medical complications that arise from a failure to perform diagnostic tests, such as a chemical stress test due to informed consent. This, in my opinion, is neglect on the physician's behalf and makes a case for medical malpractice. If the surgeon had performed all routine preoperative testing prior to surgery, that would have prevented a case of malpractice. Although Thompson could have still died from leukemia despite having had a perforated bowel and stopping treatment, we will never know because he was robbed of that opportunity. Thank you.